Oh, autumn, the colours, the promise, and the opportunities.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm next to Staffeldsee. We are not too far from the mountains, although they are behind this ridge of hills here, and just enjoying a public holiday here in Bavaria. It's Wednesday, 1st of November, and again we're just out looking for some nice autumn images. I'm really liking these rocks, and there's a few little leaves which are slightly difficult to see on the GoPro, but I like those too. The one thing I don't like is the sun, so I've tried to move around so the different rocks or go higher so the sun is lost in these rocks. You get a bit of colour in the background, but you kind of lose the impact of the rocks. So I'm going to play with this composition for a couple of minutes to see what happens, and well, here's the shot.
I tried many different compositions here. I tried different heights, I tried blocking the sun with some of the rock, I tried zooming in, zooming out, and in the end none of them really worked, but I did make quite a few mistakes. The first one was probably not using a tripod. I should definitely have photo stacked the image. I should have taken my time, handheld. I couldn't see much on the screen because of the sunlight. It seems like my evaluation of these shots was right at the time, sadly.
I don't think that shot really worked. The combination of the sun and it's just a little bit messy. It's a lovely, lovely scene. It is beautiful here today. I really like how these leaves on these reeds, I guess, are reflecting in the light. Just try and raise it up a little bit, try and get a little bit of separation between the shadow of the hills and the reeds, although I'm not sure you get that high. And then I quite like the trees and the leaves hanging down, so there might be a shot here. This lake, we walked all the way around it. That was my very first hike with a proper camera, a camera that has interchangeable lenses. But this was my first ever place, and actually I think it's the first time I've been back since. And it's just as lovely. The weather forecast for today was for bright sunshine all day. I was hoping that the sun would illuminate all the beautiful oranges and yellows, but very, very cloudy, as you can see behind me. The colours are not really popping without the light, and there's no atmosphere either. And yes, as Michelle would say, I'm never happy. I'm enjoying it nevertheless, but it would be nice with a bit more light. I find autumn both insanely exciting as a landscape photographer, but really stressful at times as well. Must get out every day, must not miss a second. Oh no, have I missed the best of it? What is wrong with me? I'm struggling for subjects. The colours aren't popping. I don't know what I'm doing today. Such a beautiful place, I'm getting absolutely nothing at all. Can't complain about the conditions, the location. Just me. The clock on my autumn, I can definitely feel ticking very quickly this year. I'm not really that happy with the images I've got so far. I've been to some nice places. Don't think I've done them justice. And today is another one of those days. I resorted to taking lots and lots of photos and hoping something sticks, which is not really the right way to do it. Slowing down and thinking would probably help me more. You never know. This would be quite a pretty place to play football, wouldn't it? Don't get distracted by the scenery though. I'm really liking the island just here. I'm trying to get the shadow of the trees to line up with this dip in the bushes in the foreground.
I actually quite like this shot. My only wish would have been had there been more colour on the trees on the left side of the island like there is on the right side. That said, it probably wouldn't have been catching the sun anyway.
Well, despite the challenging photography, for me anyway, it's a fabulous day. Look at the conditions. I think I'm going to try and change it up and try a different location. Maybe somewhere a little bit smaller. Everywhere's going to be busy, but I think it's worth a try. So I've moved to a different location. There's a series of 3 little lakes about halfway home. So I've come here, but there isn't actually that much colour. I'm not sure if there are any good shots around here or not, but I'll have a wander around for half an hour or so and just see what I can see. I think the main one's just going to be any colour left on trees reflected in the water. There's a few little pontoons around, so if it can coincide with that, that would be ideal, but we shall see. As you can see, there are not many trees with colours on it. Well, there's a few this end. They're very pretty. The only problem is it's the same shot each time. It's just the reflection in the water, which is very nice, but after 2 or 3, they're a little bit boring. It seems that where I parked the car has the most colour. This lake has 2 or 3 potential shots I like. Oh, somewhere over here there's some nice colour right next to one of the little jetties, which is very nice. I think this corner's quite nice as well, and in that gap there is the Alps with snow on. So I'll spend a couple of minutes, but hopefully there's a shot or 2 here. So this standard landscape photography is not working for me today at all, but it happens sometimes. So I'm going to try and give something else a go. I quite like some of the things in the water. I really like this. There might not be the most autumn colours here, but you cannot beat still water. You need something a little bit interesting to reflect in the water, so I'm going to try and find something. But this is the last of the 3 lakes in this little area. As you can see behind me, a lot of cloud building up in the west, sadly, so I'm not sure there's going to be much of a sunset, but there is one more lake on the way home, which I wouldn't mind checking out, so I think that could well be the sunset location, if there is one. So the sun's setting about here in 15 to 20 minutes. It's not very long to wait, but I really don't think there's any chance. And I think the way my day's gone today, it's been very frustrating, a little bit stressful, a little bit disappointing, but on me, not on the conditions. Yeah, one of those days. And we'll put it down to that. Do let me know in the comments below if you have a little bit of autumn stress like I do. It's just you want to fit everything into such little time. You want to make sure that the places you go are the right places, the best places, and yeah, I find it a little bit stressful. Probably even worse now. I have a YouTube channel and I want to try and show you guys the best of what Tyrol and Bavaria has to offer, and I also want to get the shots and hopefully look like a competent photographer, which I don't think I have today, but that's the way it goes. Never mind, until next time. But thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.